You have just seen what's happening in Texas and Florida, and now we're told that the White House Coronavirus Task Force has recommendations for stricter measures in those and other states. An unpublicized report recommends 18 states, 18 should close the bars and gyms in impacted counties and ask residents to wear a mask at all times when you're outside of your house. Weijia Jiang is at the White House. Weijia, when did the task force get this information? Good morning to you.
Good morning to you and good morning to everybody. Well, this latest report was dated for this past Tuesday, but we know that the document was first prepared for the Coronavirus Task Force and has reportedly been shared at this point with the federal government. Dr. Deborah Birx, who has referenced earlier versions of it, says it is actually updated weekly and shared with governors, many of whom are dealing with devastating spikes in cases.
No administration in history has removed more red tape more quickly to rescue the economy and to protect the health of our people.
As President Trump praised his administration's response to the coronavirus pandemic, Maryland's Republican Governor Larry Hogan gave him a blistering review.
I think those are some of the biggest mistakes that the president made throughout this pandemic, and that was not following the advice of the experts, the doctors, the scientists.
Hogan also wrote a scathing essay claiming that the president was more concerned about boosting the stock market or his re-election plans. The criticism comes as a White House document dated Tuesday shows 11 states are in the red zone for having more than 10% of test results come back positive. And as a new report from the CDC confirms the virus had been spreading widely in New York City by the time the Trump administration imposed travel restrictions from Europe. The agency faults the country's limited testing abilities for leaving many cases undetected. Now, 4 months later, there's a new testing problem.
A lot of health experts are worried that when people have to wait 7 days or longer, they're out here spreading the disease unknowingly.
Ultimately, we can give the states the supplies, but they've got to use them in the best way possible to get results as quickly as possible.
I just think that it was avoidable.
Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg blasted the federal response to the coronavirus in a chat Thursday with Dr. Anthony Fauci, whose television appearances have been blocked by the White House over the past 3 months.
And it's really disappointing that we still don't have adequate testing, that the credibility of our top scientists like yourself and the CDC are being undermined. And until recently, that parts of the administration were calling into question whether people should even follow basic best practices like wearing masks.
We really got to almost regroup, call a timeout. We've got to get our arms around this, and we've got to get this controlled.
Facebook is often a source of misinformation about the coronavirus. The platform announced that this week it is launching a new section to set the record straight with facts about COVID-19. CBS News has also learned Dr. Fauci and the president spoke by phone earlier this week, their first conversation in a month and a half. Anthony?
Weijia Jiang at the White House. Thanks, Weijia.